Hello all, welcome to another video. This is going to be a little different from my other videos, and it's going to be about how to manage ADHD in the workplace. I'm going to have a lot of premises to this to start off with, and I want to say that I have not found a lot of ways to manage my ADHD outside of the workplace, but I feel like when it comes to work and the work environment, I've done a pretty good job of knowing how to manage it up to this point because I've been working since I've graduated college and I'm 30 now. So I've learned a lot through this and I really want to share it with other people and see if anyone else can benefit from this information. So I have had to learn about myself. I've had to learn what works for me. And I want to start off by saying everyone is so different and individual that you have to find what works for you. And also I need to start off by saying I take medications. I take mood stabilizers and ADHD medication, and these things don't erase ADHD. I don't believe there's a cure for ADHD. There could be, but I don't know. They help die the noise down and put it in the back burner, but they don't really help with task initiation. They just help with focus and helping you to have some semblance of control over your life, and they've changed my life for the better, and I'm not gonna lie about that. It's been really good until it's not, and I had some recent medication issues, and that's neither here nor there. But I wanted to start off by talking about ADHD in the workplace, and first thing is like having grace for yourself, realizing that you're not like other people, you're not like your peers, because I'm speaking from my own experience. I've always been bad about comparing myself to friends, to people, going like, why can't I just do it? Why can't I just live like other people live? And I'm going to get more into that as well. First off as well, I have the kind of job where I can kind of change my schedule up a little bit. I have some benefits from where I work, where like I'm in case management, right? So if I don't feel like making calls, I can do notes. If I don't feel like doing notes, I can do calls. But eventually you do have to do the calls and you do have to do the notes. So how I manage that within a work day is I use this app. And it has a timer on it, or you can use any kind of timer to do things in 30-minute batches. This is what I do personally. I split things up in 30-minute batches so that I can have some control over what I'm doing. So at the beginning of the day, I'll write it down, and this is another tip, like writing it all out, pen and paper, not putting it on the computer, writing it out. That works for me, and I want it, it could work for you, so you might want to try it. So writing out everything I gotta do, who I gotta call, who I gotta go see, what I'm planning on doing today. But even still, writing it out does not mean that you're going to follow that plan exactly, because my task paralysis and things get in the way as well. And this is where the 30-minute timer comes in. So I can go like, okay, I'm going to sit for 30 minutes and make 30 minutes worth of calls. Not a certain amount of calls, not a certain amount of contacts, just spend 30 minutes on this task. And then I'll go like, okay, I did it. Am I going to make another 30-minute batch of calls or do 30 minutes worth of notes? That's like the hard part. I'm not going to lie. Like trying to decide what to do is the hard part, but just pick something. And so maybe I'll do 30 minutes worth of notes. And then I have like client follow-up things to do, such as referrals, research for clients, things like that, making phone calls on their behalf, things of that nature. And so I will organize it by putting it in a list and then doing another 30 minutes. And this is something kind of recent that I've done. So this is all just kind of experimental right now, but I wanted to share it with everyone anyway. 30 minutes, set the timer, pick something to do and do it. Do that referral, make the phone call for the client, set up those therapy appointments, things like that. And yeah, so like that's the first part of that within the workday. So when it comes to doing things within a workday, I've kind of conquered that in a way, but I wanted to talk about other things too. So having grace on yourself, understanding that you are not like the others. So really, I have not taken advantage of this, but short-term disability. Oh, and before I get started on that, I wanted to say, picking a job, if at all possible, having a job that works with your brain, or trying to see how the place you're at now, use it for your advantage as best as you can. And if you're in a situation where it's absolutely impossible, that's when you probably might need to find a new job and find something that works for you. And within the limits of your job, you can find ways to manage your ADHD. And this is kind of like free therapy for that in a way. Not that I'm a qualified therapist, but I do have some mental health background, so I want to take advantage of that. So one thing is having a job that works for you. And then another thing is understanding how you work. Being communicative about what you need. And first thing, short-term disability. Short-term disability is key if it's possible for you to do it. Like, it's a benefit that you get at your job, and I think most jobs have this. If you have that benefit, please take advantage of it. Please use it. I know they take out of your check, but it'll protect you if you ever get to a point where you're like, oh, I can't do this anymore. I can't maintain my emotions. I need help. And you need to take a break for like a week or two, because I've had to do that before. Like, that happened to me where I was like, what do I do? What do I do if I can't take it anymore? What do I do if I can't do it anymore? And I had a supervisor tell me about FMLA. I didn't know about it. I didn't know you could just take it like that. You can take it like day of and protect yourself, and you can. And I took FMLA for like 2 weeks, and I didn't get paid for it, but blessedly and thankfully to the Lord, I was covered. Like, I was able to pay for my time off and get the money somewhere. But that's another thing as well. So yeah, short-term disability, please consider that so you can protect yourself. And this is for people to find ways to protect themselves as well. Another thing, communicating with your supervisor, communicating with your management what you need. Garnering a very good rapport with them. Garner the best rapport that you can. Show them that you're a good worker. Show them that you're genuine. This is what I've had to do. Show them, hey, I really want to do a good job. And my track record, like, show that you have months. We do things monthly. So there are months where I've met my stats. There are months where I haven't, and the fact that I've been there for 2+ years shows them that I'm more faithful to them than not, or close to 3 years. And that's one thing I'm good at, is sticking at a place for a good minute. So use whatever you can use to your advantage. And I can use that to my advantage. And because of that, I also have more PTO than other people. Not that I have it, but I accrue it more, and I'll freaking use it. And I'm going to talk about that too. But garnering that rapport with your management so that they know that you're trying to do your best job. You're not a mess up. You're not irresponsible. You just have ADHD. Or you just have some kind of handicap that's making it harder and more difficult for you to try to get the job done. So figuring out what works for you. Like, for me, something I can take advantage of, I can flex my time a little bit. I can work from home sometimes. So I'll take advantage of that, and I will take a break in the week. And this is all like new experimental things, because I'm trying to anticipate something before it comes, so that I can avoid something big or bad happening. So yeah, trying to anticipate it, and using flexing time. So for me, that can look like taking a break on Wednesday. Like, I'll take a break at 1, take a longer lunch, probably like 2 hours, even 3 hours, and then finish up my work day throughout the whole day. Like, literally, I'll do what works for me. Like, I'll make an hour's worth of calls, and then I'll do 30 minutes of notes, 30 more minutes of notes, and then 30 more minutes of notes, just to finish out my work day, and that's what works for me. But anticipating that break, me knowing that I have a break coming up, is such a big game changer for me. Like, some of us can't work a whole 40-hour work week for a whole month straight. Like, I told a friend one time, I was like, hey, like, I was kind of proud of myself, and I was like, I worked 3 weeks in a row without taking PTO, and she was like, I'm happy for you, but that's kind of sad. And she didn't mean to make it sound that way, but I know she didn't mean to be mean about it, but it just shows some people don't understand that some of us our brains don't operate that way. Like, we don't think that way, and we can't do it that way, or we'll hurt ourselves. So we really will. So understanding how your brain works and understanding what works for you. Like, maybe on a Monday you need to be completely at home, or you need to be, well, like, if you have the kind of job like this, maybe you need to just be doing nothing but doing notes and at the computer, not communicating with people, and then the next day communicating with people. If your job lets you do something like this, like, I know if you work in sales and things like that, it's not that possible. So that's why I'm trying to more help people think about ways that work for them, or like if you work in customer service, like just trying to get anything in your advantage that you can, trying to accrue what you can, work with your management, make them understand, like, just get them to know you, get them to know what you can and can't do. And then that goes into my last point. So saving as much PTO as you can and then using it. And when I say saving as much PTO as you can, I mean just doing what you can. Because I've worked for years. It's been like 7 years to this point. I'm 30. I have rarely ever gone past 25 hours. Rarely. Like, I don't even remember. Like, as soon as I see 25 hours, I see time off. And that's why I'm taking Monday off. Like, some jobs do the thing where they give a floating holiday. Try to do your best to save it and try to, put it aside and just make cushions for yourself to the best of your ability. And that's something I haven't been good at. Like, is admittedly something I've been very, very bad at. So try to take advantage of that and try to use it, to the best of your ability. And there are times when I know, like, for my work, you can do some things on the clock. Like, sometimes nowadays people have jobs where they can do some things on the clock or on their break time, like making that doctor's appointment, or what else would I need to do? Like, I made doctor's appointments on the clock. If you work from home, like, there are some days I work from home and some days I don't. When I do start the day from home, I'll take a shower on the clock. After my meeting, I'll go ahead and take a really quick shower, or I'll eat on the clock, or I'll save money so that I can, instead of making stuff at home, buy stuff at the little convenience store. Like, you guys, I'm telling you, like, I've been in survival mode. This is like survival mode ADHD edition. Because people talk about preparing food, like pre-planning things, meal planning, things of that nature. But what if you fall apart? What if you have a week or a week or two where, like, you just collapse and you can't seem to get yourself back together, like, or you feel like you failed just because you couldn't keep up with the plan? And if you have ADHD, there's a big chance you're not going to be able to keep up with that plan, and you'll need some protective barriers in place in order to let people know what you need. And it's just the real way of looking at it. So I hope y'all enjoy this video. I hope it was helpful and informational. I hope to bring more content to you regarding this. If anyone has any questions, please ask. Please please subscribe if you're interested in this kind of content. DM me if you need any kind of have any kind of questions you don't want to comment, and I will be here. But I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.